Okay, so I'm going to mark this, I'm going to read it out, and hopefully it'll make some sense as you're watching. It's something new, so bear with me if it doesn't work, I guess. Right, so this is from another set in the year group. It's the same task, but their teacher, it seems, has asked them to write specifically about entering into a war between the USA and Russia. It's not a big difference, but it's something that you should think about as you're reading, right? So, dear editor, I am writing to you in the aim of trying to convince you that the UK shouldn't meddle in the dispute between the USA and Russia. Well, for a start, I like meddle and I like dispute. Those are two pretty good words. I'm not sure it totally makes sense. I am writing to you in the aim of trying. I think that could sound a bit better, but it's alright. Going on then. It would be a great error for the UK to involve themselves in a conflict they are not engaged in. Again, I like engaged. It seems sort of mature. Themself. I don't know what's happening there, so that's a spelling mistake. We've missed an S there, I think. Have you thought about the lives that could be lost if Russia attacked the UK? Again, that's a good rhetorical question, and it's focusing on lives, so we're getting a bit of, we've got a topic sentence there, don't we? It sets out in the very first sentence what this paragraph might be about, and part of it's going to be about the loss of life. We might also then straight away begin thinking about the injuries or suffering that it might have on people as well. And you can see all through this work as we go on, just as we have attacked here, the student that's written this has gone back and changed some of the words they've used. So initially this student said bombed the UK. Obviously they decided that didn't sound very good. It sounded perhaps a bit informal or a bit exaggerated maybe. It was only focusing on one small thing. Attacked sounds much better, really. Okay, so look at this. I doubt it, semicolon. We may have a strong army, but retaliating in a war that you're not included in will not just cause trauma to people, but many innocent lives will be lost. That's a very good sentence. So we've got a correct use of a semicolon there. Nice sort of short, isolating sentence, just 3 words, semicolon. It isolates it out by itself, but it's connected to the next sentence. And look at that, retaliating, another brilliant word. And trauma, you can see again, they've changed that word from stress to trauma. Again, thinking about that higher level vocabulary. Very good. But many innocent lives will be lost. Now, innocent is a word that all of you used, and because all of you used it, it sort of loses its uniqueness or its specialness, really. You're going to get marks for interesting, challenging vocabulary, then it needs to be something that not everyone is using. And I don't think everyone was using trauma. Okay, so we'll keep going. To battle with Russia would be a really courageous and daring thing to do. Look at that, nice short sentence, and courageous fits in very well. Some may agree with this and say it would be great opportunity for the UK to join forces with America so the relation with USA could progress. However, the UK and also America would wreck their connections with other countries. Now, we have a bit of a problem there, don't we? That's a very long sentence. Look at that. It begins with some may agree, and we get a comma after progress there, and then nothing to a full stop. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half almost lines long. It doesn't quite make sense. So here, they're making a very good point, and I really do like that use of however, that connective, which is joining our ideas. But I think that should be a full stop. Generally, however is the beginning of a sentence. It's not the middle, okay? So bear that sentence in mind whenever we come to marking. As we know, USA and UK have been allies before and won wars together with the support and assistance of other countries. I like that word, assistance. But on the other hand, think about all the havoc and chaos it will create. We don't a World War III to start, do we? Oh, now look at that. Havoc and chaos are wonderful, but we don't want a World War III to start, do we? Again, I think I'm getting the feeling that this student is running out of time. They're feeling a bit pressured to get their ideas down. And look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 and a bit again, lines long of a sentence. Where could we break that up? Let's see. As we know, USA and UK have been allies before and won wars together with the support and assistance of other countries. I think we could have just a full stop there. We don't need but, on the other hand. I think we can get rid of that but and we can start a new sentence. On the other hand, think about all the havoc and chaos it will create. Okay, so we can see how we can break those sentences up. But again, that's an excellent connective, on the other hand, that's built in to the paragraph. Something that we were all lacking, these paragraphs and these connectives. So, going on. As I said before, again, that's a good link to previously, I believe that the UK, come on, shouldn't involve themselves in a war they have no concern in. There is enough troubles in the world right now, so doing will increase the worry that many people have around the world. Again, we're running out of time, getting a bit careless. Doing what? So doing this will increase, perhaps. I like that word, concern. It's better than they have no worries or they have anything else. I think concern fits there a bit better. Right. Helping the USA would be a great thing to do, as we are both united countries and know we'll have each other's back. But think about the lives you're putting in jeopardy. Oh, jeopardy, wonderful word. Although I'm not sure about have each other's back. I think for us that's a little bit informal. I think we want to be thinking a lot more formal in our writing for this particular task. Okay? So, let's start trying to think a little bit about what level we might put on this as a class. Okay, so if we're looking at have lots of linguistic devices, they have direct address, they have rhetorical questions, and they have perhaps a motive language in terms of the word chaos, being courageous, they have a sort of, in a way, an anecdote that we thought of, telling a little story. So they've got an idea of, well, we've helped each other in the past. They could do better on their devices, but in terms of what they've got, lots of really good emotive language and some good rhetorical questions. Okay, so I think they are using techniques. So hopefully that's been a little bit clearer in terms of some of the stuff we're looking for. Take some time, think about your own work and whether or not this is something you can do. And it is something you can do. We just need to reflect and make sure that we're doing it all the time. Okay?